Transform your body with SA's most trusted body sculpting aid, USN Fedricut XT, clinically proven for effective weight control. USN, all about results.
Do you want to beat the holiday flab and get fit while having fun? Well, touch rugby is a great way to get off the couch and get moving. Meet a professional player, Ismail Ili.
Ili, you are a professional touch rugby player. Let's go back a little bit. How did you first get involved in the sport?
Way back, I think probably in grade 8. A local community coach came down to the school and introduced the game of touch to us. And from there, I guess, the residual history.
So what is it about touch that appealed to you, that you love so much?
Well, touch is more than just a game. For us, it's probably more a way of life. Yeah, it's the fun, the involvement, the families, all the rest of it.
Would you say that it's definitely a fun way to get fit?
Yes, it's probably one of the least expensive games out there and probably one of the most fun ways of getting fit. All you have to do is rock up on the beach, bring a ball and a couple of friends and there you're off.
Tell me a bit about your touch rugby team.
We're currently known as the Jive Galaxy Warriors, one of the biggest clubs in Cape Town, probably in South Africa. The pro team consists of 12 players. We've been training for about 12 weeks now. Not much game time, but we've been training hard.
Now, as a professional touch rugby team, how do you guys go about preparing and leading up to a big match?
This year we're probably lacking in terms of match preparation, but we've been training 12 weeks now, 4 nights a week on Clifton Fort Beach.
How do you guys manage your training routines during the week? Because there's so many things to work on. You've got different plays, you've got different skills, fitness.
We try as much as to simulate the match scenarios, and based on the numbers, we'll probably set up a mini-type tournament every practice session.
The public can join the Jive Galaxy Warriors on Clifton's 4th Beach every Thursday, Tuesday or Sunday, or visit touchrugby.co.za for a club near you.
Gareth, how important is it for these professional touch rugby players to add supplements to their daily routine?
I think at this stage it's actually fundamental. You know, the guys have got compacted training sessions over long periods of time, 4 times a week for the last 12 weeks is quite demanding, quite taxing on the system. It's going to be essential that they get some form of supplementation in, whether it be for performance during training sessions and matches, or whether it be for recovery after the match or training session to enhance their next workout session. But it's something that should be definitely considered this time of year.
So what supplements would you recommend for the teams before, during and after a game?
Okay, definitely Sprint Pro or Anabolic Nitro X as a pre-workout product. The thing is, the guys are doing intense physical activity for very short periods of time. You know, the 12 minutes that they're on the pitch, it's very high intensity. So they're going to demand an alternative energy source. They're going to need to stimulate energy production, strengthen power, instant muscle tissue recovery, instant energy recovery, and most of the time they're going to be working in an anaerobic environment where there's no oxygen present, and it's going to be purely strength and power for speed work. Intra-workout, they can have a look at something like BCA Vitago, or alternatively, if they don't require the extra calories, Anabolic Amino Grow, and then follow that up with a Recover Max.
And how much would this differ from a professional team to, let's say, a recreational team?
Recreational players are more focused on the enjoyment of the game rather than the performance of the game that you typically find in the pro leagues. But there's no doubt that the recreational player can benefit from the same supplement stacks that the professionals are using. You know, if they really want to focus on the game, maybe look at moving up into the pro leagues, increasing their performance, or if it's just their main game or their main sport that they follow, they can definitely benefit from the same supplementation stacks.
Players are looking forward to the Hot Summer of Touch tournament that is set to kick off on the 10th of December in Muizenberg. The battle lines are drawn and the Warriors are determined to make their mark.
How does a tournament work? Let's take the Four Cousins Hot Summer of Touch.
It consists of 5 events where we play a round robin in each event into a quarter-final, semi-final and a final. This year there's one added bit of excitement where we go into a drop-off scenario in the second half. Every 2 minutes one player will get called off until we go on to 3-on-3, where we probably would see much more tries.
Now that sounds hectic. I mean, recovery must be very important for you guys between games.
Yes, so true. Currently all we do is probably just go to the seawater and try and get our legs in there. And as we go up the coast, we get warmer and warmer, which doesn't help us much.
Gareth, from your side, why is recovery so important for these guys?
Most of their recovery is going to be intra-game, so it's going to be during their rest times when they're substituting or between the matches. So it's going to be something that has to happen very, very quickly. That's why I'd recommend something that includes a high dosage of branched-chain amino acids like Anabolic Amino Grow as an intra-workout type product, and that holds on to muscle glycogen, helps your muscle tissue to recover its ATP stores as well, which is your strength and power, and that's part of the implication of adding either Sprint Pro or Anabolic Nitro X into the supplement stack to make sure you enhance your creatine storage levels. That way your strength and power and your recovery rates will be enhanced in those short intervals.
Gareth, why would you say that touch rugby is a fun way to get fit, a good fun way?
I think it levels the playing field in a lot of ways. The smaller guys who don't necessarily compete well at the 15-man game, you often find excel at touch rugby games purely because they're lighter on the feet, a bit more nimble, their strength and power is there, and they're a lot faster. So, you know, the larger framed players, they struggle a bit. which is great. I mean, it's all about enjoying the sport and it's getting everyone fit again. It's a whole different type of fitness as well, purely because it's such a high impact sport, short periods of time, lots of strength and power. And it can be enjoyed by everybody, male, female, you've got the veterans, the mixed leagues, very, very popular game indeed.
See the USN Touch Rugby team in action at the tournament and find an expert to answer your nutritional questions. In the meantime, sign up for the newsletter on usn.co.za for sports events news.
Stay with eXpresso and SABC3.